Good morning, whoever's there, say hi. Good morning, come on in. Good morning, good morning. I could definitely see why people take the chance to live here. I don't know that I would. I'd drive in and visit still. I don't think I'm over that water episode the other day. But I could definitely see why people choose to live here and retire here, I should say. Most people in this area. I don't know if you can hear the rumbling. Somebody let me know if you could hear that rumbling. It's a 90% chance of rain today. And it's beautiful, and it's 77 degrees. Good morning, Robin. Colleen told me you guys came down here and had a blast. You have a place down here. It's nice to visit, but I couldn't stay. I'm too chicken of all that water. But I love the sound of it. I fell asleep actually out on this balcony right here last night. Woke up like 2 hours later. The sound was so peaceful, and it was still hot though at night. Anyway, the purpose for me sharing this morning isn't to show off or tease or anything like that. Many of the things that I've done in my life have been because I saw someone else doing them. I wasn't brought up doing them. I wasn't exposed to certain things. And I wanted to do those things and see those things and have those things. And the only way you're going to be able to do those things... Good morning, Rebecca. How are you, sweetie? I just realized who that was. How are you? The only way you're going to be able to do those things is you're going to have to put a plan together and decide what's the work that I have to do to get over there, to get that, to experience that, to see, to hear, to smell, to taste, the touch. You have to put a plan in place. Oh, so glad to see you back. To put a plan in place to figure out how you can do that. So I was invited down here for a little business and a little pleasure. And I know it's COVID and we're scared to death, but we still have to live. We just have to be safe and smart and don't do anything unnecessary. But at the same time, if I would have allowed fear to take over my decision, I wouldn't be able to hear that sound right now or see that sound. I wrote a lot this weekend, and I think I worked out a really good workshop coming up. And that's what it's about, stretching yourself, finding your spot where you can think about how to get from here to over there. That's really what it's about every day, how to get from over here to over there and live. Hi, Dawn. How are you, babe? I know, right, Robin? Oh, my God. There's nobody here right now. You know, all the vacationers are gone. And so there's nobody on the beach just yet. But they're probably afraid of that storm. I don't know if you guys can see the bolts of lightning every now and then. But I want to go down, but I'm chicken. I'm not a big water person. You know, I didn't grow up around a lot of water. So I'm not a big water person. But I love the sound of it, and it's very soothing and calming, and it kind of shuts out all the other noise that goes on in our head unnecessarily and takes up space and time. But it's so, so beautiful. So I was going back to, the things that I've done in my life. 26, 27 years ago, I joined network marketing because I saw the people that was in that industry. They traveled and they always smiled and they were happy and they took their children with them everywhere. And I was like, I want to be able to do that with jazz. So I joined. I didn't do well in the beginning because I don't know that I was a good student. I'm always a good student. I learned quickly. To be honest, it was my fear of what people would say and how they would judge me. And, those people over there do that and do this. And, we're all full of assumptions. And, the first three letters, I'm not going to say anymore. However, I went on with life and did things. But I always came back to network marketing because it gave me, and I can't get those birds, it gave me a lifestyle. It gave me friends. Hi, Carolyn. It gave me culture. It just gave me so much. And I was able to keep an open mind about people and different cultures and everything else, different economic levels, socioeconomic levels, different languages, teaching people and learning from them as well with different languages. So it always opened me up. So if we stay, blinders on, we're not going to be open to too much in life, and that limits us. So I came down with this invite to learn a little bit more about some business opportunities and then to have a little fun. So for those of you who follow me, you saw that I practiced golf hitting yesterday. It was hysterical for me because those of you who know me know that I'm a bit of an extreme athlete. All right, let's change that. I was. But, it's like riding a bike. So softball was my thing. Hi, Russ. So softball was my thing, but golf is a little different. And I bowled, and it was the same thing. It's like, oh my God, if I'm such a good athlete at doing one thing, why is this thing so difficult? And, it's really about reprogramming and learning something new a different way and remembering to be a student. So it took me a little while, but then I learned to be coachable. Not everybody is coachable. And if you want to get places in life, you have to work on that ability to be coachable. It's so very important. Because we have to be able to listen and learn, because we don't know everything. There's way too much to know. We couldn't possibly know everything. So we have to have an open mind to be willing to learn. And we're always afraid of not knowing, feeling stupid. Those are just all dumb things that are a waste of time. And time isn't promised to anyone. They said sunrise at 7-11, but the sun is being held back because it wants to rain, but it's right there and I want it to come out. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I just wanted to share this beautiful site. And for those of you who follow Ordinary Greatness or me, Shirley Felder, I wanted to share this with you. And some of my clients, we can talk about this later or whenever you want. I'm around. But look at that boat. Can I zoom out there? I don't know. There's a boat all the way out there. One little boat. The screen is in the way, but thank God they have this screen. I'd be scared. Anyway, we can talk about, how are you going to get from where you are currently to where you want to be? How can we get that sky to open up and show us the sun? How do we find the sun in our lives? Unfortunately, this COVID mess has taken a lot of people unexpectedly away, young and old. How many of them died with dreams inside of them because of fear of judgment, fear of failure, just afraid? Some people are afraid, they don't know what the heck they're afraid of. They just know, ooh, I was told. Sometimes you have to consider the source when you're told things. So if you're looking for a coach or even a friend, trying to figure out, how do I get from here to there? Let's have a conversation and let's talk about it. I don't always coach on network marketing, even though I have a soft spot in my heart for it. And I'm still affiliated with it in many ways. And I use it as an option for some people to get started. How do you get from here to there? The first thing is to get out of your own way and poo-poo fear and take a chance on you. You take a chance every day. For those of you who still work for someone, you take a chance every day on your boss's dreams and idea, your supervisor's dreams and idea. How about take a chance on you They hired you, which means there's something in there in you, right? So hire yourself. What can you do, even today? What's the one thing you can learn, do, watch, see that'll get you? Hey, Tina, how are you, babe? You see that new baby yet? What's the one thing you can do to take one step to move you forward? You sure do. I'm always willing to talk to you. I miss our meetings where we could get together. Drive me crazy. I miss all my ladies. I never realized, I'm a pretty independent person. I never realized how important, I knew it was important, but I just didn't know it was this important to be able to see my friends and look at them in their faces, give them a hug. I'm a hugger. So this whole COVID thing really sucks. Hey, Hassani, how are you, babe? Girl, if you was out here, you'd be painting some pictures, let me tell you. That little creative mind of yours would be cooking like gas. I've written so many little stories this weekend about change, about being open to change, about being stubborn. I met people who are so stubborn. They say they want to learn, or they want to change their lives, or they want to find love. In these groups I've been meeting with down here, it's only a few people. Don't worry for who's listening. Oh my God. But they're not really ready. Ernie, hey baby. They're not really ready. They're not ready to learn. They're not ready to change. They say they are. Look at the bolts of lightning fighting to get out of that little cloud up there. Yeah, you would. Oh my God, I could just see you down here. Pitch your little tent, girl. Have your little stand up. Just be going to town. It's so freeing, so freeing to the mind. Gavin, hey sweetie, how are you? You're the best. Thank you so much for those masks. I can't wait till things are better so I can come out there, do some work out there. Good to see you, Gavin. As soon as we can travel, I'm coming out there. Hey, John. Where are you now, Gavin? You in Singapore still? I can't wait to do more international work. I really miss that. Cool. I can't wait. I got some pretty cool new little workshops I think would be great for your groups to help people get out of their own way. It's a practice. I do it every day. I definitely should be further along in doing some of the things that I wanted to do, but life happens. We get stuck. We get back into ruts, fears. You're stuck in Singapore. You're so funny. So we get stuck, and it's because of the things that we're taught. So every day we have to stretch ourselves. It's so funny, though, this gives me something to wake up to. Most people know I don't do mornings. I'd still be sleeping. But how could you miss this if you're exposed to this, if you have the ability to be there? Hey, the cloud got darker. Come on, let my sun out. It's nothing like sunset and sunrise. Hear that rumbling? So again, I was going to get off, but there's more people popping on. So again, what is it? What is in your way? What are the things you need to remove? I feel you. I've never saved money since COVID hit. Yes, I'm trying to overcome all the new fears. Awesome. Yeah, it's difficult. And, I was talking, sometimes I go with my feeling. I was talking about golfing. So I remember, here's one of those, oh, the sun's coming out. I see it on that boat, son. Where is it? It's behind, oh, there it is. It's coming from behind the building. So I remember my conversations about golf. Golf was for those people. Golf was for the rich people. Golf was for this. But it was just stuff that you say because, one, you didn't know anything about it. And you don't know what you don't know. And we're always so, oh, wow, all those birds. Oh, God. The screen wasn't in the way. I don't know if you guys can see all those. I call them birds. I don't know, seagulls, whatever you want to call them. Just to me, they're birds, but they're all over, covered. So to me, you have these fears because it's just what people told us, or it's our defensive mechanism, to try not to show that either we can't afford something or we don't know how to get there. And Hassani, just so you know, I'm down here with someone who's super duper in finances. And we're trying to work on either a little mini book or a few workshops, but very simple ones, to talk about money and how money is made and how you get money to work for you. Like, we may not, some of us may not like Donald Trump, right? However, he knows how to leverage things and people, not the crooked side of him completely. But how he got where he is, yes, Daddy gave him some money and stuff, but then he learned how to leverage. Leverage is working with teams and groups, the power of many. It doesn't have to be network marketing, but that is one of the ways to do it, especially in an economy like this. And I'm not promoting network marketing. I'm promoting what I know. And, I do network marketing. I'm also a life coach. My life coaching industry is not look at those birds. It is not a network marketing industry, but it's a company there where we help other people get out of their way by coaching them through it. And, one of my old videos I might throw back up, I talk about, who needs a coach and why we need a coach. Life isn't a solo sport. It's a team sport. It takes many and it takes much, because there's so many things that get in our way, but we are the biggest stumbling block. So a coach is someone that does exactly that. They sit down with you, you have a game plan, and there are steps and procedures to get from here to there. And, I got one guy on the beach. And you talk about how you get there. And you have to be accountable. That's why Weight Watchers works. Because every week you've got to come back and sit next to that girlfriend and talk and tell whether you stopped eating the potato or took the sour cream off, or did you walk, or did you lose those 2 pounds to get that next thing, right? We like rewards. That's who we are. We like to get rewards and things of that nature. So that's why Weight Watchers is one of the most successful weight loss companies there are, and that it's been around the longest, because accountability. And that's really what your coach is there for, to keep you accountable. I know that I have several coaches for different things, because my mind is always working, and then I get in my own way, and then I'm working with other people, and it's so easy to help other people. Helping yourself is a bigger deal. All right, now we got a track star out on the beach. Running in that sand, boy, that does something for you. Oh, that's another thing. So I have a Fitbit watch. I never realized, because I've never surpassed these spots, but it cheers you on. Even the watch cheers you on. You feel your arm vibrating, and it's shooting fireworks when you hit certain things, and you earn, zone units and all this stuff. So while I was golfing yesterday, hi Nydia, while I was golfing yesterday, I was earning zone minutes. I don't know what all those things mean just yet, but I just know that I've done about 15,000 steps a day. So for me, that's incredible, because I'm lucky if you can get me to do 5,000 steps a day on some days. Because, there's not a lot of places. I mean, you can walk the roads where I live, but, it's not sexy. It's not beautiful like this anyway. So I covered a little coaching, a little bit of thinking about what it is you want. Again, I bring it up because we're dealing with it. But if if we didn't, a bird just, a bird just ran into a tree. He's out. So you think about, what it is you want, because this COVID really took all of us by surprise. No one, where are these birds coming from? No one expected this, of course. And so now it's here. What do we do? And how are you going to live your life differently because of, and not because of, in spite of, how are you going to live your life differently? In my coaching organization, one of the first things we learned, and I don't know, maybe this could be a tool for you. Thanks, Asani. One of the things for you could be to use this little golden nugget. And that is that pretend every day that you are here on a 3-day pass. And stop putting off, and stop waiting for, and stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. So if you're on a 3-day pass, what would you do differently, knowing that in 3 days, lights out? Would you love differently? Would you mend some fences with some people that is preventing you from moving forward? I got a phone call, I guess it's a month now, about a month ago, from someone. And I believe it was their attempt to apologize for what they had done, because they were extremely disloyal to me. And there are very few things that I'm zero tolerant on. I'm probably one of the most forgiving, open-minded people you'll find, because I do know we're human. But she called me, and instead of apologizing, she just told me all these things about myself that she didn't like, which was okay. We're all entitled to our feelings and our opinions. But one thing, hey Susan, how are you? One thing that she said that stuck with me, that troubles me right now, and I have to decide what I'm going to do about it, not her, because evidently she doesn't know what to do, and I'm a coach, she's not. And she said, because there's a wedge between us, she can't move forward. So how many of you have personal wedges that you've allowed to stop you from moving forward? Or you've created, can I see the bird, an excuse for why you can't move forward? So as you can see as I'm talking, we are all human. All these things happen to all of us. We're not really different than each other. If you upset me really bad, I cry just like you. If you cut yourself, I bleed red just like you. Hey, Nicole, I know I owe you some paperwork. When I get home, you'll get it. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you. I know where to find you anyway. But how many of us think we're so different? We're not. We're not. We're just in different places. Just keep hearing things crash over there. We're just in different places right now. I love you too. So I just wanted you all to think about it this morning. There's the sun over there. It's coming. I don't know where from, but it's pissing me off. But it's not on that water yet. But that big ugly cloud, well, it's still sitting there right there. I just wanted to give you guys something beautiful to hear and see. You can't see me because, it's morning. I'm not as sexy as I always am. You can't see me too unsexy. Shut up, Nicole. Keep your little smart opinions to yourself. I know you. Anyway, so that's the setting down here. So, Asani, I skipped around, but I don't want to forget, because I want you to keep your eyes open, and I'll make for sure I stay in touch with you. We're going to be working. Oh, look, the sun's over there on that building. Where are you, sun? So I don't want to forget that I am working on, a financial piece. I love you. I don't care, Nicole. I'm working on a financial piece because I think that is one of the biggest blockers for us. We have all these things that were taught to us about money. And, again, through COVID, we learned that we spend money very unnecessarily. When we were stuck home and we couldn't spend that money, did it really matter? No. Did we really need those things? No. So I just want you all to think about it. I'm tempted to go down by the water. I might go down later in a little bit. I'm really tempted. I'm going to feel that wind on me. Anyway, guys, I've been on here babbling long enough. You know where to find Coach Shirley or your friend if you need to speak to her. Hey, cuz, you know, I was thinking about you. What part of Florida are you in? I forgot. Gavin, good to hear from you. Jumping to a call Zoom. Looking forward to hear from you soon. All right, Gavin, you take care. Be safe out there, sweetie, and thank you. Good morning, Saray. Now, I can't go nowhere if all y'all popping back on. How much shut it off? I guess that means I'm not supposed to go anywhere. Good morning, Saray. I'm missing you, girl. When I get back, we're going to have to go have some fun. But I was talking about, getting out of our own way earlier, and what things do we need to do? Like for me, this right here is peace and serenity and tranquil. So my decision right now is what do I need to do in my life? Good morning, Robin. What do I need to find in my life? Or what things do I need to do in my life so that I can get more of this? Hassani, you have a great day too, sweetie. I want to see the piece that's inspired by this morning's talk. I'll be waiting. So, what do I need to do so that I can get more of these little escapes and getaways and not be worried about, oh my God, how am I going to afford it? All of those things, right? So, of course, I have a game plan. And coming down here was a big part of that game plan. But what is your game plan? And who are you working with, whether it's a friend or a coach or something, to help you be accountable and stay on point? That's really today's big question. Finding your aha spot where you go to, where your creative juices just keep flowing, right? And then the next thing is, what's the work that you need to do to be able to have more of those aha moments or experiences? And what are some of the things that you want to get to be able to consider yourself at the end of your time, putting your head on that pillow and knowing that I may not wake up tomorrow, but I've done what I want to do. Good morning, Myra. How are you? That I've done what I've wanted to do, and you can rest your head. So I can't rest my head yet. I'm pretty close to being able to, but there's so many other things I want to do, but there's some necessities. So as soon as we get back to being able to meet face to face, which will be some time, so that means I got to live a little bit longer than 3 days. But when we get back to it, my dream is to have an event with a minimum of 500 people there. That's what I want to do. God bless you too, Myra. Good to see you. So what is your big thing? What is it? What do you want to do? You want to start your own business? And a lot of people in this time want to start their own business. So the other day, I was talking about, if you go back to my other videos or any pictures, I was down here and they had this huge storm. So for me, water is my big thing. Love you too, Robin. Yes, we'll catch up. Good morning, Kayla. How are you, baby? And so this, water is my thing. I love it, but I fear it a little bit. And so it had this big storm, and the water was up above the curb and everything. And you know what? I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. If somebody can remind me where I was going. That noise behind me startled me, and I lost my train of thought. And I saw Kayla. I hope you're all right, baby. And I hope you're listening to this, figuring out how to get out of your own way. What was I talking about? The water, the fear. Oh, my God. And that was a good point. I'll have to go back later and catch it when I see this, and then if I remember, I'll come back and finish it. But anyway, I'm gonna head out now. I gotta go gotta get on a call. I'm gonna write a little bit about this morning. I wasn't even inspired to talk this much. I was just coming to let you hear the waves. But then I just, hear the birds? I'm gonna shut up for a few before I go. Unless somebody can remind me where I might have been going. We got one lady out on the beach. I'm sure they got to start working now. You hear machines probably. All right, guys, you have a great day. You know how to reach me if you're looking for Coach Shirley, or if you're looking for your buddy Shirley, or your Aunt Shirley. I love and appreciate you guys for always popping on and encouraging me as well, because if you didn't listen and reach out to me, then I would feel like the work that I do isn't needed. Thank you, Myra. He gave me a lot of work to do. He better be with me. And I know my mom's favorite saying was, to whom much is given, much is expected. Lisa, hey, how are you? See, that's why I love Facebook. I know even before this whole COVID thing, we were trapped in the house. Lisa and I were childhood friends. Like, when I say childhood, I mean, like first grade stuff. How else do you connect with people? And my high school German teacher, she found me on Facebook last week and made me cry. She was a very special teacher. And she has grandkids now and children. And, in the beginning stages of her marriage and things, it was very difficult for her to have children. And I ended up teaching her class my senior year to her beginning students, because I'd love German so much. I know some of you might be like, what? German? Yeah. Not so good now. Ich used to spreche Deutsch. But she made me want to sharpen up on it. So Rosetta will be talking to me soon. But anyway, Lisa, it's good to see you. All right, guys. I'm heading out. You have a great day. Again, thank you for your love, support, and encouragement.